Dear brothers and sisters, 31st December 2025, the last year, it's a time of celebration for the world. And I was really celebrating with my fellow brothers and sisters, with my family. And all of a sudden, in the night at around 10:30, I became so uneasy, breathless. My stomach started blotting out, and I was breathing through my stomach so fast I couldn't understand what is happening to me. And I asked my wife to take me to washroom. Before I went to the washroom, I collapsed, and she called my son, my daughter-in-law. They came rushing. I couldn't understand what is going to happen, and immediately they said that take him to the hospital. I was taken to hospital, and the doctors were not there because it was 31st December night. The assistants were there. They called up the doctor. The doctor asked to do some treatment which they started. It was what I came to know later on, 2D echo and all kinds of procedure they started at around 11 p.m. And it went on till 4 p.m. and I was breathing like anything through my stomach. I couldn't understand anything because I can't even see with my eyes. I can see hardly 2 or 3% from my right eye. From my left eye, I can't see much. I know my God is in control. He rules and reigns over me. Anyways, in the morning, my son came to me and he said, Dad, it was some minor blockage and they have removed it, so nothing to worry about. But I tell you, in that situation, I never feared. I know God is with me. Why should I fear? Why should I worry about anything? And after that, I came to know that it was a major blockage, and they carried me in the evening to a different hospital, and they rushed to Tunga. They met Dr. Prashant. What Dr. Prashant said is it was very surprising and shocking and astounding. He said, how could this man even survive? How could he went to the hospital? It was an impossible case. It was a hopeless case. He couldn't have survived. It's a miracle that has happened after seeing all the initial reports. He said it's a major blockage and he has to undergo immediately bypass surgery. And it was on 1st in the evening, I was carried to Tunga Hospital. I was in ICU for 5 days. On Tuesday, 6th January, I underwent the bypass surgery. It was 5.5 hours surgery. In the hospital, there were nurses, resident doctors, and all other staff members. They were always looking at me. I was always cheerful. I never feared. I never worried. I never grumbled. I never asked, God, what you are doing with me. Yes, there was a battlefield in my mind, that is for sure, because the enemy that is called devil, he tried to put all negative things in my mind. He tried to make me restless, that this man should not have peace. He tried to tell me God is doing nothing in your life and he's going to do nothing. And what you are doing, worshipping and believing in God, just get away from that. My mind was so confused at that moment. For 7 to 8 days in ICU, I was like that. I never told my family, anybody, but I was just looking at my Lord. I was absolutely in a good mood. I was in a good mood, even with sisters and all that, staff and ward boys and resident doctors and everyone. They were telling my son, my wife, and daughter-in-law, how could this man is so encouraging and cheerful, even though he went through he knows everything, but he is so cheerful, joyful, peaceful. They said because he never fear of anything that comes in his way, any adverse situations, because my mind is always peaceful and joyful. I believe in God. I believe God is doing something which I do not know. In this time of trials and testing, all that I have learned is I want to share it with you to encourage each one of you who are going through, even the smallest of sickness. Maybe it's acidity, maybe it's coughing, cold. We get so worried and we rush to the doctors. Yes, we must go to doctor, but God has created you. God loves you. Never be fearful of small things, even big things. You have differences in your office with your boss or with your colleagues. You go through some broken relationship. You go through some business loss, financial loss, job loss. Never get fearful. Keep faith in God. It's very important. That is what I have learned in these years. I've learned that to consider it a pure joy whenever we encounter various trials. Get excited and never be fearful of anything. Be joyful, peaceful in every situations of your life. In this world, there is so much of pain and troubles and issues, and people go through challenges, trials and pressure coming upon the life from all the sides. In these situations, your faith is tested. Even God tests your faith. Never surrender to adverse situations. Always believe that God is with you. He will never let you down. Faith counts a lot. It is written that without faith it is impossible to please God. So what I want to say is, get yourself on a right foundation. Do not be afraid of anything. Be courageous, be strong. Things will go well with you, I tell you. Never become fearful of anything. I just want to say at the end, the night I went through that major heart attack and I underwent bypass surgery, I didn't know at all what is going to happen tomorrow or even in few days. But I want to encourage all of you. We go through anxiety and stress, tension, all kinds of worries. I want to say, God loves each one of us. So be at peace, even in the things when you don't understand what to do. Rely and depend on God. God takes care of everything. Encourage one another, love one another, take care of one another, support one another. Things come, things go. You go through the situations when you don't know what to do. But I tell you, don't be fearful of any kind of situations in this world. There is so much of turmoil, people go through so much of adversities. But I want to encourage each one of you, never rob of your sleep. Even when you sleep, lie down peacefully, sleep peacefully, be at rest, relax. Nothing can should shake you, for God is in control of our lives. He is always with us. He will never leave us, never forsake us, I tell you. So, just want to say, take care and relax and be peaceful, joyful, celebrate your life. Because I have already started celebrating my life. Nothing will shake you and me. God bless you all.